So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Now, the markets today on Monday, December the 6th, are showing a bit of a pretty good upside move coming out, okay, at the open. Now, the question is this going to be the rally that is going to take us to the Santa rally coming into the end of the year? And that is still yet to be determined. I mean, it is still a tad bit early. As you can see here clearly, there are some key levels that are holding us down. All right, now before we dive into the analysis, don't forget to give me a thumbs up on this video, subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, do not forget to hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when I upload these videos every single day. As an alternative, if you want everyday Elliott wave analysis for any chart of your liking, any investment charts that you have, any charts that you're looking for, investments, whatever, hop on over Trending Waves. The link to the Discord group will be pinned down in the comment section. Now, last week on Friday, I told you guys that we were facing with several key levels here of resistance. One of them being this trend line that originated on November the 22nd. It was confirmed on November the 24th, retested on December the 1st, and now retested again on December the 6th. All right, now the question is this the wave C of wave 2, or are we going to hit the resistance line, which we are already, and now we're going to continue the downtrend? Now, I've noted here, okay, let me just delete this real quick, two fib clustering, okay, that are in confluence with one another. One being the higher degree fib level of the minor degree, okay, here in blue. So this is the whole rally 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, the wave 1. Okay, 50% of this entire retracement comes in at 449.52, which coincidentally found support on the wave 2. Now let me take you into the history chart here, and I'm gonna show you guys one example of where this whole price structure here, we saw this before. All right, and that is here, guys. Let's take a quick look over here. All right, you see that we have from the lows here of March, of March, we impulsively rallied 5 waves up, and then we solved into 3 waves to a 50% retracement. As I've always mentioned to you guys here on the channel, 50% retracements are always a good common level of support on the wave 2 pullback. Okay, either anything between the 23 to the 50 are pretty good. All right, once you start seeing that, it is likely that we will start seeing further price action to the upside or the downside, whichever the trend is. Now, isn't this resembling that? Okay, I mean, except for this is a little bit messy here, but we can dissect 3 waves down. All right, so now we hit the 50% retracement of this higher degree, but we have the 100% extension of wave A versus wave B coming in at 448. Now these two zones of the lesser degree and the higher degree are finding confluence and support. Now additionally, we have support price structure over here. All right, we have all of this zone here that is what was resistance and support at some point. As you can see here, was resistance, broke out of it, then held it as minor support, then it was resistance, and then we sold off, hover on underneath it, and then we broke above it, and now what was once resistance, it is now acting as support. All right, guys, so this may be the case where we are going to see further upside. Now if we don't, actually, before we dive into the if we don't, let me show you guys what the game plan is going to be. Okay, now this looks like maybe is the makings of an impulsive structure, right? We can call this probably the 1-2 or the 1-2, and then the breakout into the 3. Even if we go to the smaller time frames, let's say the 15-minute, just disregard this wave count here, because I'm gonna fix it and then show you guys what the if, all right, the if scenario that we see for the downside. But just actually, let's just delete this. Okay, so should this be the wave, the lows right here on December the 3rd? All right, then we went up in 1, down in 2, up in 1, another down 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I was gonna say 3, 4, 5, 6, but it's not. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then the game plan is gonna be the following, guys. Once we see a 5 wave move up, let me do this for you guys, right? Once we see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, all right, for wave 1, I want to see 1, 2, 3, wave 2, to potentially retest this trend line. Okay, a retest of this trend line will tell us that perhaps that is time to go. Okay, if that's the case, then there's a pretty easy trade coming up to carry us towards the end of the year. All right, if you want more analysis and additional information on this particular trade that we're looking for on the SPY, you can see Apple, you can see Microsoft. There's a bunch of other charts out there that are setting up quite likely like this one, that are giving us opportunities to potentially set us up for a good for a good upside trade with very little risk to the downside. All right, because if you knew Elliott Wave, you should know your stocks based on the interpretations that you see. All right, so should this be the wave too low again, we want to see 5 waves completed, 3 wave pullback into support, and then that's where we will go. Now, however, if that's not the case, all right, let me take you back down to a 30-minute time frame. Then this is the wave 2, okay? 1 A B C 2. All right, and then we're gonna see for the downside. I know it's sad, I know it sucks, but that is probably the truth. All right, we have not yet broken above this trend line. I told you guys this about this trend line last week. All right, we have to pay attention to it. All right, several key points here that were acting as resistance. It is no coincidence, guys. It is no coincidence. This is not just a single line on the screen. This is here for a reason. All right, price is not going above it because the market does not seem to want to break above it yet. All right, so out of the wave B high on December the 1st, we went down in 1. ABC pulled back into the wave 2. Now, where is this wave 2? Okay, does it come into an appropriate fib clustering? Sorry, a fib level. So it is likely that is the 786. All right, so the 786 is acting as resistance. Now, we will know tomorrow. We will know tomorrow or this week by latest that which count are we looking at, all right? Either to the upside or for the sell-off. Okay, should this be the count, then let's take a quick look where we potentially will land. So from the low of 1 to the high of 2, all right? So perhaps a 100% extension, which is the very minimum, all right, will take us down towards the 445. 1618 will take us to the 436. Okay, guys, so keep that on watch, keep that in mind. We are going to potentially know relatively soon. Over to the Qs. Similar situation, guys. Now, is this all she wrote? Is this all she wrote on the wave C? Now, this one is showing a little bit of weakness. Okay, we know that tech was not having a good day today. Okay, so if we draw this trend line just like we did on the SPY, we have a little bit more room to go to the upside to try to retest it. All right, but so far so good though. All right, we still finding support at the high degree time wave count. Okay, in the minor degree, in the blue count here. All right, 50% retracement, found support 378.34. Okay, we could hide the 28% now, the 38.2. Oops, excuse me. The 38.2, we can hide it. All right, ABC. Now let's take a quick look if this was an exact 100% extension. All right, it was within the 100% extension of wave A versus wave B, right? Which is fair, okay, per the corrective guidelines. We know wave A and wave C should be equal or greater, all right, at this point in the zigzag. All right, now over to the SMH. The SMH, let's take a look where we at in this SMH, all right? So the wave 3 high here on November the 22nd, we got a wave A, wave B to the 78.6% retracement resistance, and now we're looking for further downside into the wave C. I do believe that semis have a little bit more downside to go, just there'll be a little bit of lag on them, all right, before we start seeing a reversal to the upside. So just keep on watch for the $294 to $282 region, okay, for support, for you to take advantage of a trade to the upside. All right, now IWM, guys, IWM is fighting for dear life. It is fighting for dear life, guys. All right, so 1 2 3 4, holding support here. All right, holding this trend line support. Okay, we know that invalidation comes in at 210.63. 210.63, it is our invalidation count. All right, now I don't know. It's looking a little dicey for small caps at this point. So we want to see small caps take the lead here, all right, on this chart. You want to see the small caps try to get momentum to the upside. So far, we're holding resistance underneath this zone. I mean, there is a lot of resistance here. And like I said, it is not looking too good at the moment. All right, we can see further downside, further correction, whatever it is, but this whole cluster of price action here is not easy to get above. So should we start breaking above 219, 220, 68-ish, then maybe a retest of that level, we can, we can start getting on board with the trade on small caps. All right, guys. So IWN already did. So Dow, DIA. All right. So this one is showing a little bit more signs of life. Okay. So the wave 2 pullback of this higher degree wave 1 came in just shy, all right, of the 78.6. Now, one thing you guys got to note is that wave 2s can retrace up to the 78.6, even just as close as the 100% extension of retracement, of the overall wave 1. Okay, so if that's the case, then we have found support, and now we're in the making of 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we may see a little bit more upside into the 1618 of the wave 2, the wave 3. Let me fix this here. All right, maybe towards the $356 region, and then a pullback here to the wave 4. All right, we want to see wave 4 stay above 348. So we're gonna put a line here. Okay, so 348.55 will be our zone of invalidation should the wave 4 pullback go beyond it. At that point, this wave 2 is still ongoing, and we may see further downside. So that is pretty good. We want to see this price action heading on higher. We want to see a retracement, hold support before we go out. All right, guys. So that is it for me tonight. I hope you're well. Please subscribe, join Trending Waves. Give me a thumbs up on this video and leave a comment down in the sections here so we can interact, guys. Come on, let's go. If you have any questions about Elliott Wave, let me know. Ask me right now. Ask me down below or join Trending Waves. You'll catch me there 24/7. Take good care. Peace out.